What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the V2 Lab vlog. I know it's been like a month and a half. I actually vlogged a bunch of this stuff, but hopefully you enjoyed my montage and that put everything together because we put a 2J in a BMW. I'm sure there's a bunch of videos of how-tos and all this other crap on the internet. I don't want to bore you guys with everything, but I want to say thank you to a few people that helped make this happen. So I have my list right here in front of me. All the people will be in the description below. Lewis Jr. at Phillips Auto, dude did the majority of everything to help me get it in. It was ridiculous. We sawzalled all the things. He was there to deal with all the bullshit and all the craziness that happened, and we made it. This is because of him. Torque Performance, Rohan helped me out with all the stuff, all the things, all the accessories, the blow-up valve, welding a bunch of stuff. That dude's super sick. Be sure to check him out. Tuned by King's Performance. They're the ones who sold me the short block and the turbo kit. That obviously, this wouldn't be anything without that, which is this. John gave me the head off his wife's old car that got crushed by a tree. The alternator came from John. The head came from John. I had it decked and blocked and all this stuff by Angelino's and Son and Kissimmee Jr. over there. Super fucking sick. I'm sure I'm cursing a lot. I don't really care. Whatever. If you're watching this video, you're old enough to do a 2J swap. You're old enough to hear cursing. Corvette Masters, Juan and Robbie did a bunch of the welding on this stuff. They helped a bunch when we were just in a pinch, needed stuff quickly welded. They were super sick. They built this really cool throttle cable bracket and all this other stuff. Drift HQ Duarte, dude answered my questions at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Got me stuff overnighted, got me the shifter. It's a short throw shifter because our stock shifter, when it went in with the transmission after all our nonsense, hit the stupid air conditioning, which is dumb. I don't know why that would happen. We had to cut the shift linkage in half, do all this other crap, and that's how that all ended up being where it was. The PMC adapter plate, the clutch disc, all that stuff came from Drift HQ. Basically anything that got the motor to sit in here came from Drift HQ, the motor mounts, trans mounts, all that stuff. And there's a bunch of people that were like smaller stuff that they had helped with, like American Motorsports got us a bunch of stuff. His name's Tim over there. They're super sick. They do nitrous refills. I know somebody was getting ripped off on nitrous. Go there. They're sick. We bought like a bunch of stuff like couplers and clamps and things that we needed last minute. They were able to get us fittings, stuff like that, which is super sick because we were stuck and we need help. Titan Motorsports got me the head gasket. They got me the ARP head studs. They got me a bunch of little stuff that I really needed that they stocked, which is awesome. They gave really, really sick pricing, so that was tight. Be sure to check them out too. PSI got me subframe bolts when we were stuck. No one else had them in stock. They're like $17 a bolt or something like that. Normally, they got them for like half of that. Apparently, when you pull a subframe out of BMWs, the bolts stretch. I was stupid. That was tight. They got them in like a day. And Adam LZ hooked it up. We got a bunch of couplers and intercooler piping from him because he's done like Jay-Z stuff as well. So we needed some stuff. Kind of in a pinch again. You know, normally people buy intercooler piping from China. Obviously, that's not available right now. So, yeah, Adam hooked that up. And, yeah, let's run through some of this other stuff. Hopefully this isn't boring. Okay, so from left to right, because this is how we're going to do it, because there's less crap on this side of the motor. AC lines are first. We're in Florida. They go this way and they go this way and all around. We welded this, we cut the stock BMW lines, welded on new little fittings that we got at Amazon Hose, which is like down in Orlando. Any hose company that makes hoses can do this, or hydraulic supply. These are able to withstand AC stuff. Got it wrapped in a DEI heat blanket thing. The turbo right here, it's a Precision SC61. This is a very 2000 era specific build because it was cheap. Turbo blanket, keep this kind of cool. We had this wire loom stuff that went over this and it melted right away, so I got some fancy DEI stuff that I found in a bin. Yeah, then it just kind of goes on to this way. All the AC stuff, again, just welded together. Same old, same old. BMW stuff that plugs into the BMW stuff. The BMW cooling system still in place. BMW fan still in place. BMW reservoir still in place. It's all BMW stuff. The coolant line that comes into the motor, from the bottom of the motor into the radiator, and the one that goes right here, this part that clips in is all BMW stuff. And how I made this is a secret, super cool stuff if you're running a GE motor, because it's a GE motor. Well, sort of a GE motor. It's a VVTi head on a Mark IV Super block, so it's kind of GE stuff. It's got GE water pump. Anyways, I took a GS300 radiator hose, which is down in there somewhere, cut the end off of it, and when I cut the end off of it, that all went together, and then this was the leftover, so it made both. Moving on over. Yeah, I guess we just go to coil packs. Coil packs right here. They're GTE coil packs from the Supra. There's a GTE igniter somewhere under the motor. Then GTE fuel rail, GTE injectors. Nothing too fancy. I wire tucked everything. Intake manifold that we modified 5 different times because it's stupid. It hits the slow. Anyways, it all hit the brake booster, so we had to cut it and 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 do a bunch of nonsense, which you must have saw in the montage, which was awesome. Shout out to Lewis. Okay, so now this, see how it's all big old stupid eBay throttle body that's like 100 millimeters. There's a Q45 TPS on the bottom of that. It broke because we didn't set it up right. We fixed it. It's back to normal. Works. Okay, sick. Cool. This throttle cable came from Summit Racing. It's a low car throttle cable. It's a cheap version. And we had to buy this little thing right here, which we had to drill a bunch of times because we had to figure out where it went right here. This little piece was $12. It removes the carburetor thing so that you can run like a normal stupid throttle body. Fuel line stuff, we made all barb and push fittings, so it's just clamped together. We didn't do anything fancy. We didn't use any of those AN fittings, any of that crazy stuff that we can't afford. Anything else cool in there? Maybe my AC lines go this way and, do some stuff. There's a boost controller here. Yeah, I think that's really it. This is the whole car. It sucks. All the wiring harness that I made is all wire tucked, so you can't see it. It's super sick. And because we ran the lines on top, right here and right here and right here, like all my wiring harness is really sick because it's all wire tucked. But all the stuff ended up on top so that we could make sure that it worked. Everything else is hidden in this here box, so you can't see it. And yeah, that's my whole 2J. I did it. It was sick. So we got this shifter from Drift HQ. I was going to talk about this. It's chassis mounted, and by chassis mounted I mean it's a sandwich plate, and it goes together, and it's sick because we didn't have to drill anything. But then my handbrake was in the wrong place, so we put spacers under it. Now my handbrake's still in the same place, but it sits above the shifter. That worked out. That's sick. I probably should have put Loctite on that because I'm worried it's going to separate eventually, but it's not. I don't know. See? The shift linkage, if you're going to do this JZ swap, you had to cut your shift linkage in half. We were reading the stupid Chase Bay's guide, and the Chase Bay's guide didn't say anything that we had to cut it because it didn't have a space for the E46. It was dumb. And here's a picture. That's what we did to the shift linkage. It's ridiculous. I don't know if you can see it, but my fuel tech is right here. It's not mounted. It's totally just hanging out. Fuel tech, whatever this thing is, wideband. It's just taped in place. It works. Oh my god, there's a love bug. We haven't seen love bugs in a while. Anyways, my gauge pot, my little gauge cluster that I had made in here. I don't know if you see it, but this is my fan switch, my start switch. See it? Fan, starting, AC. Because the fuel tech is an FT450, it didn't have this magic yellow wire that they always talk about that grounds like magical things to allow me to put the switch on the screen, so it wouldn't trigger the AC on. So yeah, I had to make a switch, and the switch is what grounds the AC compressor to make it work, but the AC controls all work. And yeah, that's really it right now. I can think that I went through almost everything. I guess under the transmission's an adjustable transmission bracket thing to hold it in place. But oh, and my drive shaft is 3 inches shorter. We cut it and had to make a new one. It was a lot of money that I didn't think I had to spend because nobody told me. So anyways, hopefully this vlog wasn't boring. I filmed this thing like 6 times. I just feel like this information's really boring and kind of repetitive, and I'm sure you've seen 100 other videos about 2J swapping BMWs. If you have any questions, you have any whatever, I built the wiring harness myself. I put the motor together myself. Me and Lewis did everything. Be sure to follow him on Instagram. And yeah, I mean, if you have questions, just ask me in the comments. I'll tell you exactly what we did. I have nothing to hide. I don't care. I want you to drive your car. I want you to come drifting. And I want you to drive cool things. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this. See you guys soon. I'll make a real vlog tomorrow. We're going to tune the car and hopefully make some good power. Shooting for like 350, 400, but we'll see what happens. So, see you guys soon.